Howdy folks, this is Zaquan Allah reporting live from the Israelite camp in the land of Moab. The Israelites are preparing to cross the Jordan River to go into the land that God promised to them. The promised land, that's right folks, their target, Jericho. They are apparently led by a man named Joshua, the son of Nun. Let's go see if we can hear what Joshua is doing. Well, buenos dias, Joshua. This must be a challenging time for you and the people. You must be quite nervous.
Actually, God spoke to me and told me to be strong and courageous, not to be afraid, because He would be with me.
Well, that's incredible. What faith, Sonny? I don't know if I could be that brave, boy. Well, wait a gosh darn minute. Some men have just come to speak to Joshua. Let's go see if we can hear what they're saying.
I want you to go, view the land and spy it out for us. Especially want you to go and view the city of Jericho.
Well, buckaroos, I just received reports that the spies entered Jericho, and entered the house of a sinful woman named Rahab. She hid them there in her house. I guess she knew who they were. Well, we are back. We are back, everybody. So here we are behind the enemy lines in the wicked city of, what's it called? Jericho. What's it called? Jericho. Apparently, the king has been tipped off that the Israelite spies are around and may even be in the city itself.
Some Israelites have come here tonight to search out the land. I want you to send men to Rahab's house. Tell her to bring the men who have come to her, who entered her house. For they came to spy on us and search out the land. Go!
True. The men came to me, but I didn't know where they came from. And when it was time to close the gate at dark, the men went out. I don't know where they went. Why don't you go see if you can catch them?
Old man Rahab brought the spies up to the roof and hid them there. So the men pursued them to the Jordan River as far as the crossings. As soon as the pursuers had gone out, the gate was shut. Before they went to go night-night, Rahab came up to them on the roof.
I know that the Lord has given you the land, and that dread of you has fallen on us, and that all the inhabitants of the land melt in fear before you. We have heard how the Lord dried up the water of the Red Sea when you came out of Egypt, and what you did to the two kings of the Amorites you utterly destroyed. As soon as we heard it, our hearts melted, and there was no courage left in any of us because of you. The Lord your God is indeed God in heaven above and on earth below. Since I have dealt kindly with you, swear to me by the Lord that you will deal kindly with me and my family. Give me a sign of good faith that you will spare my father and my mother, my brothers and sisters, and deliver us, our lives from death.
Our life for yours. If you don't tell this business of ours, then we will deal kindly with you and faithfully with you and your family when the Lord gives us this land.
And Rahab let them down by a little doohickey, also known as a rope, through the window, for her little bungalow was on the outer side of the city wall, and she lived in the wall itself.
Go towards the hill country, so that they may not catch you. Hide yourselves there for 3 days, until the pursuers have returned. Then afterwards you may go on your way.
We will be released from this oath that you have made us to swear. If we invade this land, and you do not tie this crimson cord in your house, in the window, and you do not gather into your house your father, mother, your brothers, and all your family, if any of you go out of the doors of your house into the street, they shall be responsible for their own death, and we shall be innocent. But if a hand is laid upon any who are with you in the house, we shall bear the responsibility for their death. If you tell this business of ours, then we shall be released from this oath that you made us swear to you.
According to your words, so be it.
woman Rahab sent them all away, and they all departed. She tied this little crimson cord in the window, while the spies went into the hill country and stayed there 3 days. 3 days. The pursuers returned, having searched all along the way, and finding absolutely nothing. The spies crossed over, came to Joshua, and told him that all that had happened.
Joshua, truly, the Lord has given all the land into our hands. All the inhabitants of the land melt in fear before us.
When them trumpets sounded, that army shouted. And at the end of the sound of the trumpet, that little wall collapsed. Then everyone charged straight in, and they took that city, man. They really took it. They devoted the city to the Lord and destroyed with the sword every living thing in it. Nothing was left alive. But what about Rahab? That woman Rahab. What happened to her? Let's find out.
Go into Rahab's house and bring her out, and all who belong to her, in accordance with your oath to her.
So them spies brought out the woman Rahab and her whole family, put them in a place outside the camp of Israel. Then them Israelites burned that entire city to the ground and everything in it. And they put the silver and gold and the articles of bronze and iron into the treasury of the Lord's house. But Joshua spared the woman Rahab with her family and all who belonged to her, because she hid them spies. And do you know what I've heard? She lives among the Israelites today. Well, isn't that amazing? What is the meaning of all this? Well, it seems that Rahab had faith in the one true God. That same faith brought down the walls of Jericho. Some might also say that she not only had faith, but she put her faith into action. She was saved by that faith. Sounds like something we can all learn from. Reported from Jericho, or what remains of it, this is Zequan Allah saying good night. Don't forget to wash your hands and disinfect all surfaces.